Welcome to my channel. My name is Jo. This is Creative Empowerment. Today we are doing a pick a card reading. We are bringing in animal spirit energies and seeing what it is that they want to talk to you about. So you may have various animal spirits around you that want to show up, or you may have animal spirit energies that want to teach you, so using their medicine and bring that into your life at the moment. So I'm not sure what way these are going to show up, but we'll just have to wait and see. If you are drawn to pile number 1 with the malachite, then you'll find the timestamp in the description box below. If you are drawn to pile 2 and the black tourmaline, again, you'll find the timestamp in the description box below. And if you are drawn to the tourmalated quartz in pile 3, then you'll find that in the timestamps below also. As always, please like, share and subscribe to my channel for more pick a card readings as well as spread videos. Choose the pile that you're drawn to and jump ahead, or piles, it may be 2, and see what the animal spirits want to communicate with you today. If you picked pile number 1 and the malachite stone, then this is your pick a card reading today. And this is what the animal spirits around you want to talk to you about. And your first card is success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Now that's a really interesting message because it's talking about success, but then it's talking about love being the goal. For some of you, I'm feeling that you may have been really divided in what you've been focusing on at the moment, and you may have had an idea that your success was the be all and end all, I'm being assured that it is important for you and to you. It's about balancing that with the love, and whether that's for self or for others or with others. But love is the biggest goal that we have. We have whale. Great. Wow. It's a number 41. We also have nightingale spirit. We have scorpion spirit. And cobra. Cobra talks about a spiritual teacher coming in. Lots of fire energy coming in here. And the same with the scorpion energy. There's a sting in the tail coming in there with that scorpion energy. And nightingale is about expressing yourself, opening up and, talking or expressing yourself in the world, being the expression that you need to be in this body and in this state of consciousness and awareness. Now, I know that's a really strange thing for me to say, but nightingale spirit for me is you showing up and being who you're meant to be, not hiding yourself, and understanding that your fire, your spirit, your internal fire is meant to be shared with the world and not stifled. I feel that's really important for you, pile number 1. And your spirit, your spiritual teacher. This could be yourself. This could be someone online. This could be a guru it's really weird word for me to say, guru. But it could be somebody that you have been watching, but there's a constriction around the throat again. So again, for me, I'm really noticing how much fire the animal spirits really want to talk to you about. And then we have whale. And whale is known as a record keeper. Whale is about communication. It's about sound. It is about, finding the right sound for you, finding what feels like home for you, finding your unique in the world. And I feel like these cards here are talking about similar things. It feels like you're being sparked, like you're being prodded or pushed to awaken, to remember, because whale is a record keeper for for all of us. It is Mother Earth's record keeper. It is a very ancient being and a very ancient animal medicine that is coming. So you might be someone who is clairaudient. Sound is very important to you. And the other thing that is really being impressed upon me is the bigness or the scale of what is happening for you at this time. You know, this spiritual teacher that is coming in for you is a big deal. This idea of connection, like my crown chakra is going berserk. This idea of connecting to this record keeper, to this consciousness that you may or may not have already been connected to. It is within your DNA though, and the animal spirits want you to understand it so that you can bring that in for yourself in more and be more at home with it. Interesting cards. So we have the 10 of Cups, so emotional fulfillment, and we have it's the 4 of Wands, but it can be, for some people, it can be seen as a soulmate energy coming in. But it also, for me, it's talking about the 4 of Wands is really talking about your connection with self, with spirit, with, you know, that sort of the otherworldly stuff, that other kingdom. Now that doesn't mean that it won't translate to an earthly connection, but it's not what it's talking about here today with me. However, we also have the 10 of Cups, which is about, you know, those earthly connections of family and being contented in your home. These both have a spiritual meaning and connection, but it's signifying that on many levels you're going to experience this great connection with others. And I feel like that's why you have this success card, because you're experiencing success on many levels. And like I said before, it's not just about work or whatever it is, because you might be a creative and that might be your success or how you feel you're driving towards success. Whale and Cobra and Scorpion and Nightingale are all here to talk about you using your expression. And it feels like there may have been, it's really interesting because they keep flashing things up at me. It's like your method of communication or your understanding of the way spirit communicates. There's another one, which is that your understanding of sound and its vibration and its effect on you. These things that perhaps have been stifled in the past, they have been blocked, or they've felt actually uncomfortable for some of you. They haven't felt that great. But this is changing for you because you're coming into a time of spiritual abundance and spiritual acceptance of some of the things that you may not have felt that great about yourself. They may have made you feel like you're on the outer, and these things are coming in for you now because you're starting to accept them and you're starting to allow that vibration in. On the top of this card, there's a tiny little bird, and it could be the nightingale spirit again, because the nightingale it's like the nightingale wants to share with everybody how happy you are or how happy you can be or will be. There's a couple of different, ways of thinking about that, because there's some sort of hesitancy around feeling happy, feeling feeling connected. Really, that word really wanted to come through. And sharing the connection is the big thing message that I'm getting here. We have fire and we have fish. Interesting energies. There is a lot of fire energy in here for you. This fire energy feels to you like it could almost combust at times. Sometimes you don't know how to express it. And that is really what we're talking about. You finding the successful channel for your fire energy so that it doesn't internalize and combust and sting, like that you don't lash out at people, because you have this energy that needs to come out of you, that needs to be expressed. And if I haven't mentioned it already, expression is key for you. expression of your innate abilities. You know, this level of your DNA needs to express. And if it's felt uncomfortable in the past, if it's felt like it didn't make sense, it didn't come out easily and it didn't flow, that's because you've been stifling it, is what I want to say. And some of you have not been stifling it to the same degree. There are some of you who are really, really stifling your self-expression, and there are others who have this creative spark or have been practicing creative endeavors, but you are going to go through a deeper transformation when it comes to these things. Now, fish, I love this card. I love the purple because I'm feeling this very spiritual energy coming from the fish, but also a going with the flow. So when we channel our spiritual energy and we allow it to flow, when we allow that air and that fire to flow, we are able to channel these spiritual energies, and they are able to leave our body in an easy way. And fish is coming to talk to you about that flow, being in the flow, allowing it, because like this is to me, it looks like that fighting fish. And so, you know, I think that's what they're called. And so like fish energy is constantly moving, but it can be frantic at times too. It can be that really, you know, shake it. So it doesn't mean that it's placid, that it's tame, or any of those sorts of things. Like I've got this feeling that you may see that fish, like, you know, you see a fish going around a fish bowl or a fish tank, and it's kind of like tame and, you know, like the fight has gone out of it. This is that fighting fish. This is the fish that's like, come at me because I've got this, you know, like there is aggression in this fish, but it's channeled. It's fiery, not because it needs to, to attack somebody, but because it wants to express something deep within inside itself. It's able to channel its expression and go with the flow. It's able to bring down those spiritual energies into this form and to bring through the fire, but it waters the fire down, which I love because it's the water element. So it waters the fire down. And what do I mean by that? And we've got the whale too, to water down a lot of this fiery energy that you have. It balances it. Fire can only exist if there is air and dry things around to move. Water balances fire because it puts it out. It puts out that, it extinguishes fire, but only when it's in excess. When it's balanced, like a fiery fish, it's in the flow, it's excited, it's got something to share, it's passionate. So there's this element here of you being passionate and expressing it in your family life, your love life, in all of your life. And knowing that it's because you come from a great line of, this is from the motherland. This is from that connection to earth, sky, to spirit, to land, to fire, to earth. It's all there. You have all of these things here. The animal spirits are coming to talk to you about balancing them for success, about expressing all of these things about yourself and not bottling them up, not pushing them down, because this fire will not be contained. It will not be tamed. And it's a spiritual fire that needs to be expressed. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel, and hope you enjoyed this reading. Please let me know in the comments below what this reading meant for you and if you could relate. Hope to see you in a reading in the future. Bye for now. Hi there, pile 2. If you chose the black tourmaline, this is your pile today. And we're accessing the animal spirit energy around us, and we're tuning into it to see what messages that we get. Just before I start, I know I've turn 2 cards over, but when I was pulling your cards, wow, the energy that is going on around you is amazing, and there is so much going on. Just putting that in there before we begin. We have pride. I love myself and I see myself in everybody. So some big messages coming up here. Relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So it feels like you're going through an upgrade when it comes to relationships with self and others. It feels like you're also probably getting a lot of mirroring energy. Feels like you're seeing others mirror back to you how you're behaving, and sometimes you're going to like that and other times you're not. So there's a strong message coming to you here from your animal spirits that you are going to have a lot of energy mirroring back to you what you're putting out into the world. We have raccoon, we have lizard, we have owl, we have sea serpent and dragon. Wow. Gosh, we've got some amazing, massive energies coming in here for you, pile 2. Like I said, you've got 2 of kind of like what they call, or what are seen as the major arcana in this deck over here. And you've also got owl, which is that massive, wise spiritual teacher coming in. So pile 2, you have raccoon. And raccoon is like, the bandit. But the thing about raccoon is that it's happy and it's joyful. It likes to share and it likes to make sure that everybody else is taken care of. It is also quite a warrior animal, where it's prepared to stand up for others. It's prepared to make sure that it takes what it needs, but always sharing with others. And then we have lizard. And lizard is about dreaming. Lizard's about being connected to Great Spirit, about being connected to the shadow of the self, being connected to the dreaming. So thinking about the future and not thinking about the future, being in the future, being connected to the future. Lizard there's very much wise medicine going on here. And raccoon is also very wise medicine. We also have owl. We have dragon and sea serpent. There is a lot of wise energy around you. Now, I'm feeling that there are 2 camps within this reading. One is that you need a lot of this wise counsel because you're acting in a way that isn't necessarily grounded. It isn't necessarily you, but you're feeling like you're being pushed and you're being prodded. And so sometimes you may be seeing this reflection or this shadow or this mirroring coming at you in relationships, and you're being prodded and pushed by others. So I feel like you either need this wise counsel that's around you, or and then the other part of this group is that you're starting to see this for yourself. You are starting to notice that the owl medicine coming in for you, this wisdom, this clairvoyance, this ability to see beyond what is there. Because your animals that you've brought in, they're all packing a punch, they're all very, very wise. There's one that's about giving and receiving and taking care of others before the self. There's one here which is all about having that wisdom to sit back and to ponder, to go into that dreaming, into that other place of being, into the shadow, and see what it is that's coming up and not to be frightened of it. Then we have dragon, which is about taming our ego. It's about being wise enough to know when we're acting from our ego or our shadow and not coming from our all-knowing self. So like I said before, there's 2 groups here. One is of people who are acting from a smaller aspect of themselves, and it's not because you're any less than anybody else. It's simply because you're being triggered by those things on the outside, by relationships, by perhaps pride is being triggered in you. But dragon is this amazing spirit animal that is coming, that is around you to support you. And it's showing you that you can balance your ego, that you don't have to be the servant to the ego. You've got these beautiful, amazing spirit energies that you're working with, pile 2. And they're coming in to balance you. So whatever it is, whether you're out of balance or not, they're coming in to balance you further. Sea Serpent is working on your emotions. It's also working with that water element. So this can be sexual energy in your life, emotional energy. It's coming in to balance it. Whatever is out of balance in terms of relationships in your life, whether this is within yourself, with others at work, however it's showing up for you, there is a lot of wisdom that is on offer to you at this time. And the wisdom that is coming in all different ways. You've got, this warrior energy coming in from Raccoon. And Raccoon wants you to share and know what you need, but then share with others. Lizard energy, it wants you to reflect and relax and go into that space where it doesn't matter. Sea Serpent is about balancing, but knowing that when you're coming from the right place with your emotions, that everything feels easier. You're on top of everything. Everything flows and it's easy. Dragon Spirit is coming in to tell you to balance your ego, and you have the ability to balance that egoic self. And Owl is coming in to show you how much you really do know about this situation. It's really coming in to tell you that you are a wise being. And you know all these answers. You know how to fix these things. But there is a lot going on in your life, pile 2. I am aware of that. And the moon here in the reverse, there could be some things that you feel like are being held back from you. We have the Lovers. So again, we're talking about our relationships here. And the Hangman. So it feels like things could be on a pause for you as well. That there could be that you might need to take time out from whatever it is that is out of balance. The moon in reverse is talking to me. Feels like you need to make a sacrifice, and whether that, I don't mean that you have to go out and kill anything. What I mean by that is I feel like when it comes to relationships with others, so this won't be for yourself, this will be when it comes to relationship with others, that you need to give. That you need to make the first move, that you need to be the one that shows up in your higher version of who you are and makes a peace offering. Now, the moon doesn't normally talk about that, but that's the message that I'm getting from the moon today, is that you need to offer somebody the first slice of the pie. You need to, which is right next to the Raccoon energy, you need to give so that it's going to be that reciprocal growth. Because at the moment, if you're pulling back and if you're not allowing that give and take energy, which is what the Lovers is about. The Lovers is about a good relationship is one of give and take and balance. When this is out of balance, it is in the reverse, but it's not about that give and take. It's not about sharing, all those sorts of things. And I feel like that's the message that's coming here about relationships. Whether you feel like you don't want to be the one that makes the first move, don't let your pride get in the way of your relationships. You have a lot of support around you. There is a lot going on. There is time here to sort of sit and wait and have a think about this a bit more, because you are being asked to pause, to reflect. For mine, you're being asked to step into your higher self, step into this wisdom, this inner wisdom that you do have. Don't let pride get in the way, because whatever this relationship is that's a bit out of balance currently could go a lot worse. But you have the ability to reconnect to this and make this into a better relationship. There is some seriously big hitting cards here for you. So this message is really important. We also have Castle and Lizard. So you have Lizard twice in your cards. I'm loving these little cards. They're new to me, so I'm just starting to work with them. And we have a lot of green here. So there's a lot of growth happening in your relationships. You are setting the foundations for some really good relationships coming in for you. Now, that doesn't mean that you'll have a new relationship coming in if you already have a relationship. It's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that whatever relationship is currently out of balance in your life or needs work, needs supporting, needs adjustment, you are currently laying the foundations for that. The castle is about your soul. It is about enlightenment and growth of the soul. And it being a white castle talks about the light within the soul. Now, this message for you here is that there is a huge lesson for your soul in these relationships that are currently challenging your life at this point in time. It is a period of huge growth. You are up for this challenge and you are up for this soul's growth. Both of these cards are talking about your soul's growth. Both of them are talking about the ability that you have to overcome the lessons, the obstacles that may be put in your way. And Lizard is talking about connecting to that oneness, connecting to that all-knowing self, that there's a transformation here with the Lizard too, with this card, about understanding, being flexible, adapting to change and going with the flow. The Lizard here is similar to this dragon. It is knowing that you will overcome this egoic self, that this pride that may feel like it is hurt, that feels like it's hurting, that you will overcome it. That you have this spiritual abundance and spiritual wisdom to overcome these obstacles. You are a supremely gifted spiritual being, and you have a lot of energy within you to transform this situation. These relationships feel like they're going to get stronger, and it's when you allow your pride and your ego to take a back seat, put it away to the side and share and work with others and come from this place of reciprocity. And you may need some time to work through these things, but this is a great message for you. Thank you for watching today. It's all I'm seeing for you. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel for more readings like this. Bye for now. Hi there, pile 3. If you chose the tourmalated quartz, this is your reading today. We're working with the animal spirit energies that are around us and the messages that they want to bring through for us. So our first message is envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So I'm feeling quite lonely after reading that and after connecting with your energy, pile 3. I'm also feeling, have a vibe of Cancer. So this could be that you feel like, you might be stuck in your home. You might be feeling like you're restricted in life at the moment, and that is bringing up a lot of resistance, but also resentment. Wow, we have Eagle. So we've got Eagle Spirit coming in for you, which is great because it's going to allow you to get up and out of the energy that you're feeling currently. Getting out of this mundane kind of world. You're going to get up and be able to take another viewpoint, because Eagle is talking to you about getting, that great spirit perspective. This is about bringing down and through the energies of spirit, while your everyday life feels like it's really compressing, like it feels very heavy on me. There's this animal spirit energy that's coming to lift that. It really wants to lift you up and out of it and bring through the messages of great spirit. Eagle Spirit is talking about getting up and beyond what you're currently experiencing in your life. But it's also as a reminder to you that whatever you are experiencing is the spirit is a spiritual lesson from Great Spirit. Whatever it is that's showing up for you, you know, you've got that sort of yin and yang, you've got the dark and light going on. This feeling that you're experiencing is something for you to live and live through and to move beyond. Eagle is here to remind you that you are capable of doing that you are capable of living through these lessons and learning from them and utilizing Great Spirit and the idea of spirit to help you through these times. Wow. So some really good animal energies coming in for you as well. We have elk and we have wolf, and we've got the same sort of colouring going on in these cards. To me, it feels like there's the oranges and the reds. So there's a lot of fire sort of energy, and then we have octopus, which brings in a different energy. We'll talk about that in a second. But this fiery energy that's coming in from elk and wolf. These are both earth energies. However, I'm seeing the fire as important because it's this envy, this feeling that somebody else is getting something that you're not. And this could come in the form of family, because this elk is about being, it's that masculine energy, earth energy. So it could be a father, but this also could be a mother. And then we have wolf. And again, they're both earth energies, but they've got this fieriness about them. And wolf can be about, teacher, could also represent the feminine. So we could be looking at a masculine and a feminine energy. This could be parents. This could be, work friends or friends. And it could be that you're feeling like they're getting whatever they need and that you're not. You're feeling envious. It feels like you're quite resentful. And they're the messages that I'm getting. Octopus, this is about boundaries and lacking boundaries. It's very much about being in your head. It's very much about having a really good mind, but then the rest of the body is just all over the place. And to me, this also feels like you feel like you're in a black kind of environment where things don't feel like they're going right for you. So we're going to bring in some more energies in for you, pile 3. Okay, so we've got some interesting energies coming in with the tarot. We have the 8 of Cups, which talks about someone or something leaving a situation. And then we have the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords, again, this could represent, action or something, or someone leaving something, a situation. So this could be you that's getting ready to leave a situation because of this envious feeling that you're having. Could be you getting ready to leave home. You've had enough of living under your parents and it's time for you to move. With the Knight of Swords in the reversed, it feels like you could be making this action with too much haste, like that you're taking action when you haven't really thought it through, which again, this could be the octopus here. You feel like, that this isn't living up to what you wanted it to do. This could be a work situation. It could be a home situation. It could be any different thing. But it feels like you are about to make a decision based on you not having strong enough boundaries in your life with whoever these people, this divine masculine and the divine feminine here, which I feel are being represented. Feels like you don't have enough forethought or enough sort of strength within to tell them how you're feeling. And so you're going to make a hasty action and it doesn't feel like it's filling you up right now. So you're going to make a move. So I'm not sure if the move is the right move for you, but it does feel like it's being done hastily. And this also could mean that there is communication coming that will give you this need for you to want to go, or maybe even reconsider your going. The Wheel of Fortune is coming in. We have a time where everything feels like it's up in the air for you. It also feels like all of the things that are normally balanced and harmonious in your life, whatever that might be, it feels like they're all over the place. It feels like there doesn't feel like there is a right way there's no stability. Okay, so there's no stability in your life. That's really what I want to say. There's no stability. Everything feels like it's up in the air. Now, I'm not sure if that's a perception of how your life really is, or if it's your perception of life right at this moment. And I do feel like this envy of other people is really getting in your way. And that's why Eagle has come in, because Eagle is you. Eagle is you when you're living from your higher self, when you're connected to your higher self, when you're connected to Great Spirit. And at the moment, I feel like pile 3, that you're about to rush into something or make a hasty decision that you may regret in the future. But let's have a look at some more cards. But it is, whatever's happening feels like it's coming to an end, or it's the end of a cycle for you anyway. So let's have a look what else we've got. Angel, blindfold, and bench. Interesting, very interesting. I love these little cards. They're very interesting little things. Little oracle cards. They're new to me. So we've got the angel wings, we have a blindfold, and we have a bench. So I feel like you may have chosen another pile as well, because the bench message here feels like it's the hangman, which is another pile 2, I believe. And it feels like there's part of you that doesn't want to sit around and wait. And then there's another part of you that is happy to sit out and wait out and see what happens, because you're not really sure how this is going to go for you. The angel, it's a similar message to this one of Great Spirit. It is about you understanding that you are being supported, that you are being looked after, and knowing that, because it's really important for you to understand this now. There is support available to you that you're not accessing, and you need to start asking for more help. You do feel like you're going into this blindfolded because you don't see your way forward. This is again where Eagle comes in. You are letting your mind get carried away with yourself. You are not connecting back to Great Spirit, to this Eagle Spirit energy that can help you. You are experiencing something quite shit in your life at the moment, pile 3. You know, you've really got a lot of disparate sort of things going on in your life. There is no balance, there is no stability, and you are feeling like things are not filling your cup up. But you don't know how this is going to play out for you. And this is where Eagle Spirit message or Eagle Spirit medicine is what you really need to hear. You need to understand that you are connected to Great Spirit, that you have the ability to see beyond whatever this is that is currently playing out in your life. It is a big, big message and a big, big time for you. You have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. You are currently ending out a cycle, and it feels pretty crap. I really do have to say that for you. I feel like some time will help this situation. Some time spent connecting to this Eagle Spirit to help connect yourself to more of who you are, but also with the connection of Spirit. Spirit has the ability to see beyond. And when we're in our everyday egoic mind, we go around and round in circles. We often allow others to do things in our lives that we wouldn't when we're completely present. So some time and a shift in perspective is what is needed here, pile 3. Thank you. That's all I'm seeing for you today. If you enjoyed this, please give it a big thumbs up. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more like this. Hope to see you in the future. Bye for now.